He who fights with monsters should look to it that he himself does not become a monster. When you gaze long into the abyss also gazes into you. From Friedrich Nietzsche. Punched his helmet clean off. He's pretty dead. Yikes. Ouch. Hope he made sure he's dead. What? Apostrophe. Ah, Baldur's Gate, yes. Who would have thought? Yeah. Hello and welcome everybody. My name is Nick Burnhamore, Nostalgic One here on the internets, and welcome to Baldur's Gate: Tales of the Sword Coast. Yeah, this is a Forgotten Realms game. If any of you guys have been living under a rock for the past 20 years, I don't know. Made by Black Isle and published by TSR and developed by BioWare. Lots of important, amazing people worked on this game, and this is the OG version, not the enhanced edition. Although I have the enhanced edition, I don't think that my crappy laptop is going to handle it, playing it and recording it well at the same time. So I thought I would stick with the original from GOG that I got, and I don't know. I like this old version a little better anyway, because I like how the sprites look without the outline that they added, and we are going to miss out on some cool things in the UI and stuff, but mainly I'm just playing this right now because I'm in Iowa, and I haven't been able to record anything for you guys in the week that I've been here until today. Today's Thursday, and I got here last Saturday. So it's been a few days, and I wanted to record some stuff, but I didn't really know what, so here we are. This is Baldur's Gate, and I've gotten a fair way through this game. I've never beaten it before. I've gotten to the city of Baldur's Gate before, but I haven't gotten much past there, and that takes a surprisingly long amount of time. But I do like this game quite a bit, and we're gonna just dig right into it here, and I hope you guys enjoy it. I'm gonna do single player, of course. New game. All right, so we got to make a character. Let us be female for once. We don't get nearly as many portraits to choose from as in the Enhanced Edition and in the Siege of Dragonspear Edition that I still need to buy, but we'll make do. I kind of want to be... Well, we get Mo in right off the bat, so it's kind of pointless to be a thief character since we get one so early. I don't really know what class we're going to go for. Maybe we'll come back to this portrait thing. I like this portrait a lot, so I'm going to go with that. Probably just gonna be human. No special characteristics or anything. They're good at everything. This is second edition D&D, or AD&D, so the rules are a little archaic, I guess, and they're a lot tougher actually than like modern RPG systems for the most part, but I think we'll get through okay. A cleric, maybe. I think in my previous playthroughs of this game, I've always wanted a better healer, so I think I might do a cleric. my playthrough attempts anyway. I was thinking about a bard yesterday, but I don't know, they probably suck, right, since bards are always bad, except for in Wizardry 8, pretty much. Yeah, whatever. Paladin and Cleric are probably pretty close, but I want some better healing, I think. And Clerics in D&D are still really good at melee and fighting, so they're not nearly as stripped down as they are in Wizardry. Let's see, we don't have to be a good Cleric, but we do. I think we need to be a good Cleric to have access to healing magic, so I'm not sure exactly how it works. This could change a lot. See, I'm not that familiar with 2nd edition AD&D, which is kind of a disadvantage, but if we were playing Neverwinter Nights, I would know what everything means, because I'm a lot more familiar with 3.5. But I think this is a better game overall, although Neverwinter Nights is really good for making mods. This game is not so much. Chaotic good, neutral good, lawful good. Let's just do chaotic good, you know, the stereotypical hero character. So this is an interesting part of this game. We have to roll our stats, and we can store and re-roll as much as we want. I'm not going to spend too much time here, but I do want really good stats, so pretty bad. Let's do this. You could just roll here forever, but that looks pretty good. Let's go with that. So we need, as a cleric, we need wisdom, I believe. So let's take some charisma down. I do want charisma for dialogue options. I don't think we need intelligence that much. So maybe put that into charisma. Constitution is important. Maybe less strength and something like this. Maybe we want an 18 in wisdom. Maybe that's not that important. I don't know. Actually, we'll take some dex and put it into strength. Do I want to go below 10 intelligence? Probably not. 12 constitution is probably even a little low, but charisma, well, we can go a little lower on charisma, probably. Hopefully it won't affect us too much. I was playing the original Fallout, and I tried to go with like a really low charisma character and low intelligence, and it's just awful to play, because nobody can talk to you. You're just too dumb. I don't even know how you make it through that game that way. 18 wisdom. This looks pretty good. Maybe 13 constitution. I feel better that way. Let's try this. We definitely could get better stats than this for sure, but this is pretty good. So as a cleric, we only have access to spiked weapons, blunt weapons, and missile weapons. So I like maces, and we're gonna go with missile weapons. I don't really know which is better. I'm not min-maxing this game at all, as you can probably tell, but Bless is really good. So we can pick 3 spells. So we want Cure Light Wounds for sure, because that's the whole reason to play a cleric, or at least a main support typey cleric. Magical Stone, what does this do? Priest can create a small magical pebble which then flies out and hits a target opponent. Huh. Considered +1 weapons for determining if a creature can be struck, although they do not have an attack or damage bonus. So it's like Magic Missile, basically. Entangle is really good, I think. Shillelagh. We don't need that. I don't think. Remove Fear. Protection from Evil is probably really good. Barrier with the recipient. Moves with the recipient has 2 major effects. First, all attacks made by evil or evilly enchanted creatures against the protected creature receive a penalty of -2. And second, any saving throws caused by such attacks are made by the protected creature with a +2 bonus. So that seems really good. And I think the other one we want to go with is Bless. Maybe I won't take any offensive spells right off the bat. Bless enables the priest to command another... Bless, that was Charm, or whatever this is, command. Upon uttering the Bless spell, the caster raises the morale of friendly creatures in any saving throw rolls they make against fear effects by +1. This is pretty close to how it works in Pillars of Eternity, I think. So I'm going to try and make the character match the portrait. Let's do purple, major color. Maybe this kind of violet color. Yeah. Looks pretty good. Now, I was playing around with these female voices yesterday, and they're not very evocative. Like, they're all kind of evil sounding.
This is where I should be. I grow weary. I should not just stand about. I must have aid.
I think we should just go with the default, because the other ones just sound like evil or... I don't know. Not great. There's not really a good heroic female voice in this game, unfortunately. Let's call her... I always go with Sophia for female characters, and that's usually the name I choose for my characters in almost any RPG, so let's go with that.
Nestled atop the cliffs that rise...
Love this narration, by the way.
The citadel of Candlekeep houses the finest and most comprehensive collection of writings on the face of Farron. It is an imposing fortress.
Although the timing is kind of off.
The intrigues that occasionally plague the rest of the Forgotten Realms. It is secluded, highly regimented, and it is home. Within these hallowed halls of knowledge, your story begins. You have spent most of your 20 years of life within this keep's austere walls, under the tutelage of the sage Gorion. Acting as your father, he has raised you on 1,000 tales of heroes and monsters, lovers and infidels, battles and tragedies. However, one story was always left untold. That of your true heritage. You have been told that you are an orphan, but your past is largely unknown. Lately, Gorion has been growing distant from you, as if some grave matter weighs heavily on his heart. You have asked about his concerns as gently as possible, but your queries have been in vain. Your sole comfort is the knowledge that he is a wise man, and you know he will tell you when the time is right. Nonetheless, his silence is troubling, and you cannot help but feel that something is terribly wrong. Today, Gorion has appeared more agitated than ever, and now he has uncharacteristically interrupted your chores in the middle of the day, imparting hurried instructions for you to equip yourself for travel. He has handed you what gold he can spare, but given no clue as to why. Nevertheless, you now stand before the Candlekeep Inn, ready to purchase what you need for an unplanned and unexpected journey.
Aren't they always? Alright, the voices seem a little quieter than the music right now, so I'm going to try and fix that. Yeah, it's pretty close already, but this should be better. Sorry if my mic quality is not great. I'm just using the stock mic that came with my laptop, so it's not going to be awesome, but at least I can record something for you guys while I'm gone from home. So, as a cleric, we don't start out with much. Like, you never start out with much in this game. All we start out with is a quarterstaff, no armor, no weapons, no special items or anything. We just have to buy everything. I think that voice will grow on me eventually. I don't love it, but we're also going to change the tooltip quickness, because maximum value disables tooltips. So let's go to really far down. This should be better. There we go. I like the tooltips. As good as these icons are, I forget what they do a lot of the time. So we have access to turn undead, and there are main spells here, of course. How do we go back? Oh, you just click. We can set a quick spell if we want. I don't know how to do that, actually. Whatever. We can talk, we can guard, we can attack, obviously.
It is done.
Let's check out the Candlekeep Inn. I'm guessing you guys have played the intro to this game a lot already, so let's call it Let's Play. So I'm going to try and get through the intro as fast as I can while talking through stuff, just so we can get to some of the more interesting parts of the game. I also don't know exactly what difficulty we should be playing on. This game is rather hard. And if somebody dies in the party, it's actually really tough to bring them back. You have to either you pretty much have to use a special item that are really rare, or go to a priest or something. It's probably even, well, it's probably about as tough as Wizardry 8, I guess. With there is permadeath in this game. If I believe if somebody gets petrified and then the stone petrification gets shattered, then they're just gone forever. I think there are a couple ways that people can permanently die in this game. I'm not entirely sure. Hopefully we won't run into that for a while. The problem is if we lower the difficulty setting, we'll get less XP, so we won't level up as fast, and the game might just end up being hard anyway. So I guess we'll leave it at the default for now and see what happens. You never know.
Certainly.
These tutors are just here to give you tutorial stuff, which makes sense. Winthrop's the best. Firebead Elvenhair.
To find decent folk nowadays.
I know. I'm Gorian's ward, yes. I left an identify scroll with Teth Toril in the inner grounds. He should be done examining it by now, so if you could fetch it for me, I'd be grateful. But even, and it updates your journal whenever you get a quest. Even in this beginning area, there's quite a few quests that you can get from people. So we definitely want to take advantage of that extra free experience that we're going to get from these guys. We should be able to break this open and take it. Oh no, we can't break it open because we suck. Okay, you do have multiple tries on locks, which is nice. I think we can take this stuff without getting attacked. Yep. We can't use those spells because we're a cleric, but isn't that right, Levy? Let's talk to her.
A pleasure to meet a socially acceptable person.
See what's in the bookshelf. I think we can take this dagger. Yeah. Let's talk to Winthrop.
My hotel's as clean as an elven
Open arse. 5,000 gold pieces? That's outrageous. You always were a big kidder, Winthrop. Yeah, he's kidding. Let's see, we can sell our dagger. We can hold on to these spells, I guess. So we need to get a mace, because we're good at spiked weapons. Or a Morning Star. Works. Flail's probably better. 1d6 plus 1, crushing. So yeah, it's a very literal translation of the 2nd edition AD&D. I don't know if there was much that they didn't translate over into this system. This is a 2d4, which should be... Is that better than 1d6 plus 1? So this is 2 to 7, and this is gonna be 2 to 8, right? So the Morning Star is actually better, I think. Spiked weapons, one-handed. Is this two-handed? I don't think so. Not usable by Druid Mage Thief. Speed factor of 7. Flail is maybe faster. Speed factor of 7. Yeah, I don't know why it's more expensive. It seems like Morningstar would be better if it does slightly more damage. So let's buy that. Now we need some armor and a shield. And a sling, since we took missile weapons. And some bullets. Can't add more than one at a time, unfortunately. We have a fair amount of gold here. Let's go for studded leather. And we still have access to medium shields, which is nice. And large shields, actually, and helmets. So, if you are going to play this game, I think going with one of these like fighter healer type classes is really good. I don't think the thief and other support classes like the mage are really easy to play. I'm sure they're possible, but I haven't had a lot of success with them. I usually die a lot, especially early on in the game. They're just hard to keep alive, and you don't want your main character dying because then the game's kind of over. Can carry a lot, 150 pounds. That's pretty good. So we got a large shield, correct? Yes, I think that's good for now. Let's equip our stuff. Just right-click on our character. Now we should be able to use this, correct? Yes. Maybe I'll turn down that tooltip thing just a little bit. It's a little obnoxious. Let's try this. That's a little slow for me. You know, I want it to be not instant, but within like a second. Perfect. Okay. Equip our sling. And we can always switch to that, I believe. Yes. So, pretty well decked out already. Unfortunately, we can't zoom in this game, and in the Enhanced Edition you can zoom in to see the sprites a little better and see everything in higher resolution, but that's okay. Just gonna save quick. The main thing that you get access to in the Enhanced Edition is the quick save button, which is really nice, but it's not required in any way. It doesn't take that many more clicks to get to the save button. It does cost some extra time though, for sure. Force the lock open. Let's take this stuff so we can sell it. You can get caught stealing in this game, I'm sure. I'm definitely have done that before. Break it open. Come on. I don't think there's a hotkey for this, so... Well, it's just beyond us, I guess. Can hear the guy sleeping, that's pretty cool. No music going on. But... all these guys are annoyed at you being up here, from what I remember. What's his name? Nobleman? Just a nobleman. He's not talking to me. Okay, whatever. There's not that much up here, just some stuff you can sell. I don't know much in this game very well, but I do know the beginning of this game pretty well.
My hotel's as clean as an elven arse.
We'll just sell it quick. You can get rumors from him if you buy him drinks. Steal stuff, but we're going to be nice to Winthrop and not steal. We probably would fail anyway if we tried, so... Can't sell our quarterstaff. But we'll get rid of the silver necklace for 5 gold. Not bad. Let's save quick. I am like a... I don't know, obsessively ritually obsessive. I don't know. I obsessively save the game a lot. This guy tells you that you can pause the game. So yeah, we will get to combat in a second here, but how combat mainly works is you assign your party actions with right click and by using the toolbar at the bottom, and then you pause in between actions to change your mind or issue more detailed commands, that kind of stuff. So it's active time, or it's real time battle, but you can pause. It's real time with pause. You can pause in between to make more tactical decisions, I guess.
Hello there.
Please find the book. And we will see that it is stuck in a hay bale.
Hello, child. Shall we continue your lesson?
Tells you about targets. The conceit of this tutorial is that you're a student anyway, so you're learning from these sages, but
I can take Drizzt with
watch
both
her.
my arms tied behind my back.
There's a reference to Drizzt. I don't think he's in the game, but I know Elminster is in the game briefly, I believe.
Hello,
Spoilers.
Shall we continue?
I really don't know much about the Forgotten Realms in general. I'm trying to get more into it, but it's kind of dense, and not all of it is very exciting, but we'll see. Sorry if it's like your favorite series or something.
What do you need?
Drep in. And he just straight up tells you that her book is in there, which is good. They're just teaching you to click on stuff and to mouse over things that you can click on and do your first quest here. Let's bring that book back to the girl. Our walking speed is incredibly slow, unfortunately, and I don't believe that we can speed that up. Yeah, so we have to bear with that throughout the entirety of the game, but at least it's fun to watch them walk around. There are items that speed up your walking speed, but so far in the game that I've played, in the playthrough that I've gotten the farthest in this game, I've only found like one of those rings that speed up your character. So it's not really great. Like, it doesn't do much if you have like a party of 6 characters when only one of them is super fast. We got 50 experience, which is not a whole lot at all, but to level up, you can see our character here. We need 1500 experience, and this is not the same for every class. Using the Thaco system to hit AC 0. So to hit AC 0 on me, you need a roll of 20, which is pretty good for me. I believe that's how that works anyway. Turn undead level 1. Spike weapons, you can see all my proficiencies and everything. This is my character sheet. See information on it. All that great stuff. Character biography. Experience. I love all the numbers behind the scenes that they give you. And if you don't like anything about your character, you can always change it. You can change the portrait and all that stuff. So, I'm sure this is really old, really old news for a lot of you guys. But for those of you that haven't played this game and were always interested in it, I'm trying to go kind of step by step over what makes this game cool. If you want to try it yourself, or if you just want to watch me play it, because it is,
Indeed.
you know, it's not aging the best. Even the enhanced edition is kind of clunky. So sometimes with these kind of games, I find that it's easier to watch somebody else play through it, especially if they know sort of what they're doing already. This guy is an assassin, Shank. He's gonna shank us. Leave me be. Far be it from me to keep you from your pressing matters, but I must insist on a moment of your time. The last moment, actually. I apologize for not fully explaining my motives, but I am on a rather tight schedule, and exposition is simply not my forte. Clearly. Although he did talk a lot there. Should be able to kill him fairly easily, I hope. If not, that says something about our character, but this is old school AD&D, so anything can happen. Combat will get a lot more exciting when we have more than one character. I promise. Not too bad. If you're a mage, though, fighting this guy, it can be really hard to not die. So I would suggest not going in here early on if you are a mage or any other kind of really squishy character that doesn't do a lot of damage other than burst damage. So, but as a cleric, killing this guy is not bad.
Indeed.
What's up? You tried to kill me. Yeah, if you haven't equipped yourself by now, he probably will kill you, honestly. So definitely want to buy stuff from Gorion before you leave.
Hello, child. Shall we continue? No listens.
Telling us about the UI and stuff. Priest of Ogma.
These walls contain the world's knowledge.
So this guy, you can give him donations. You can buy potions, which are really good. Might buy some, actually. He doesn't have a lot, but they are really expensive, of course. You can buy spells. And I believe, or you don't buy the spells. He you pay for him to use the spells on you, I think. Or you can buy the spells, yeah. Raise Dead. Restore life to a dwarf, gnome, half-elf, halfling, elf, or human. Yeah, the body must be whole and otherwise missing parts are still missing when the person is brought back to life. The person has but 1 hit point when raised and must regain the rest by natural healing or curative magic. So, and you have to be level 5. And level 5 is not... We're not going to get there very quickly. Because your XP requirements like double every level. So it's only it's 1500 to get to level 1 or level 2, but then it'll be like 3000 to get to level 2. I don't remember exactly the numbers because they're not perfectly doubled, I don't think, every time. Who is this guy, Rebor? Oh, that's right. So he wants us to kill some rats, of course. Because it's an RPG and you have to kill rats at the beginning of every RPG, so... Let's go for it.
Certainly.
It's probably an easier fight, especially since the cats... Well, the cats don't help you, I don't think, but... It would be cool if they did. See, we're not really taking any damage here, so... Only get 1 experience point from killing them, but I think he gives us more after we get back out.
To battle!
And you do have to keep an eye on your characters. I don't know if I set her AI yet. I need to do that. That's something that I wish Pillars of Eternity had. In this game, the one cool advance that they made over, I don't know, stuff like maybe Ultima 7. How do we set that? I want to go here. Maybe we can't set her AI. Script. There we go. So every character has different scripts that they can perform. You can click none, but then you have to make sure that you tell them to do absolutely everything, and that can get really overwhelming really quickly. So it's a lot easier to have a script running that determines what the character does when you're not telling them what to do. Defensive. I think we want defensive. We'll attack. See, even if you have none on, then she won't even defend herself when she's being attacked. So you have to pick at least one of these scripts for her to fight back by herself. So if you didn't know this, it can be, and I didn't for a long time trying to play this game, it can be really tough. But this is nice. Whenever a party member is reduced to 50% hit points or less, the cleric will use a healing spell to bring up his hit points. And I don't think you can change that much. You can make a custom script, I think. I don't know how, though. Default. Maybe you have to go into the files and actually edit that. I'm not sure. But probably go with defensive. Yeah, and the scripts are for the 4 main classes, the Thief, Cleric, Wizard, and Fighter. But of course there's more than just those classes, but you can still use those scripts. So definitely go and do that before you get too much farther in the game.
It is done.
See if there's any more rats around here. There are, of course, things in the barrels. And some of them, anyway. You got a ring. You do have to keep an eye on your carry weight, and your inventory management is definitely a thing. But it won't become an issue for us for a little while. I really like all the different choices that you have for different NPCs in your party in this game. And you get a full party rather quickly, which is also really nice. Watcher. I should have joined the army. Took an arrow to the knee. Tutors. Just walk around the rest of this place. Let's take a look at the map here. This is one of the... I don't know. This is about an average-sized area, I guess. I think this is about as big as they can go. This is the world map, which looks a little different than the Enhanced Edition map, actually. This is the titular city, but we're not going to get there for a little while. We have to go all the way through the Nashkel mines and then back up to get to Baldur's Gate, and that'll take a while. So strap in.
Your concern? Certainly.
Save again quick. It's been a little while. This game is definitely slower paced, and all of the Infinity Engine games are, but this one maybe is the slowest paced. I don't know. I haven't played Icewind Dale at all, but I'm assuming it's a little bit faster since it's a later game. What's up, Gate Warden? Oh, that's right. I think we can get some experience from fighting this guy. I don't remember.
Our rules are very strict.
Father is anxious to see you.
Wisdom is only possessed by the learned.
Oh, so this is where they teach you to control a party.
Yes, certainly.
So we have access to 6 characters right off the bat, which is kind of crazy. We can pause the action and tell them to do different things. Doesn't really tell us what classes they have, but... Oh, there they are. Cleric, Mage, Invoker. Invoker's a kind of mage.
I am here.
They're all dead. Oh yeah, and the action doesn't, like, pause when you're in the inventory, I believe.
I need a swig of some
Yes?
strong dwarven
It is done.
ale.
A little hard to differentiate characters based on their silhouettes, but for the most part you can kind of tell who they are. I know that mine is the purple lady with the helmet anyway, so... The lady in purple, rather. This one? Did we click on that one?
Indeed.
So, nice little intro to the combat system, but doesn't really give you enough time to learn how it works. You kind of just have to figure that out as you go. We do have a thief, right? We have a fighter thief. Good enough. So we can tell him to pick this lock by going to his thieving skills. Does not have a conventional lock and may be warded against simple spells.
Yes?
So I guess he's not able to open it, actually. Peter. There's probably some more stuff we can open here, yeah. The pathfinding in this game is not great either. They often get stuck on each other, the characters, or other monsters, or... I don't know. Forget that they should be helping out each other.
Indeed.
Because they get stuck on stuff.
Yes,
But
certainly.
that's just the engine showing its age, really. Another locked one. Let's see if we can open this. Lockpick failed.
I am
Wisdom
here.
is only possessed by the learned.
Yeah, good enough.
Certainly.
So that's a really brief look at what combat actually looks like in this game. But it gets a lot more interesting when you actually are fighting intelligent enemies and really know your party. Just walking all over the place here. We could go see Gorion right now, but I just want to do these beginning quests for the XP. believe there's some more stuff in here. Oh yeah. This is like the barracks, I think. Some more gold. Nobody cares. They just leave gold in barrels all over the place, and chests, and whatever.
I have a blade with your name on it.
Oh, that's right, it's another assassin. Everybody just wants to kill you here, it's weird. They want to either teach you or kill you. Lots of assassins, but it does kind of impress upon you your position in the world. And, like, your importance, I guess. Do it! We did it! Got another dagger. The battle music is pretty great, too.
It is done.
It is done.
It is done.
I don't know, the Enhanced Edition definitely adds a lot to the UI, and makes the game look a little bit prettier, and, you know, the new NPCs are pretty cool, and with the expanded voice acting and stuff, but really, it's like this game holds up pretty well on its own, I think.
I should have joined the army.
Aaron's needs crossbow bolts. Okay. So we'll have to go buy crossbow bolts for him.
It is done.
I already forgot what we were going to do for that guy. Our journal is this one. The one that's not a book. Unfortunately, they just kind of put all the quests in a big list here, so you have to scroll through them. Farewell, dear journal, farewell. The writing in this game is really smart, too. Which I think is the main reason to play this game, honestly. Okay, we got our book back. Oh, right, we have to get the Identify scroll. So we have to buy some crossbow bolts and get the scroll first. Is there anything else we missed here? Not really, it's just this outer wall. So we can head into the main area now, I think. Get that scroll first. Let's buy some crossbow bolts while we're up here. Well, we'll be back in there anyway. Sorry, I'm just kind of indecisive. They do a pretty good job of, in all of these type of games, of giving you a lot to do in these small areas. Sometimes it feels a little forced, but they're mostly fetch quests anyway. Watcher, where's Tethtoril? I forget.
In the year of the turrets, a great
When conflict sweet, when shadows descend upon
I don't know who these guys are, but they're pretty funny.
lords will walk alongside us as equals.
As
So
equals.
saith the great Alaundo.
Very cute. I don't know who all they got to do voice acting for this game, but when there is voice acting, it's really nice. But there's they definitely could use more of it. There's Imoen. So Imoen is like our childhood friend. She's a thief. She's loyal to the end. We'll meet up again with her later. After we talk to Girl Ryan. Where is this Tethtaril guy?
Greetings, young
Is that him?
one.
Yes.
Greetings, young one.
Gain an item. Alright. We'll finish these couple quests up, and then we can finally talk to our dad. Alleged father, anyway. Might as well be a father, right? It's kind of surprising how much content they packed into this one beginning area.
My hotel's as clean as
Like, the game definitely starts off slowly, but it ramps up pretty quickly from here. At least it's not completely... I'm not even supposed to be talking to Winthrop, am I? It's not completely sluggish. And the writing is good enough that you
So hard to find decent
don't notice it that much, honestly. I don't know, it depends on your... depends on your taste, for sure. And how much you're willing to put up with old games. If you get past some of the more archaic stuff, I think it can be really enjoyable, for sure. Sell the dagger and the hammer, the ring, another dagger. We did get a potion of healing, which is really nice. Could sell it for a fair amount of gold, but I think we're just going to keep it. Let's buy some better armor. I think 120 gold is a lot, but it's going to be worth it, I think. And all the NPCs you find will come with their own stuff. We have 7 hit points out of 8.
Yes?
But that'll go up fairly quickly, I think. We have that protection from evil spell on us, which is nice.
Certainly.
Will not last forever. Oh, I forgot to buy crossbow bolts. Don't yell at me just yet, I remembered.
It is done.
My hotel's as clean as an elven arse.
Okay. Let's buy crossbow bolts. Darts. You can yell at me if I go past them. Okay. Good enough. We could rest here too to get that hit point back, but it's not that important. So far, I think Cleric is going to work out really well. Just heal ourselves, I guess. Yay. See, the protection from evil spell is already gone. Everything is based on, like, minutes, I think, or seconds. It just uses real time.
Indeed.
Talk to Fuller. Please talk to Fuller. That's just a watchman, right? Watcher. Talk to Fuller. Not sure why we're not talking to him. Oh, because we're not on this. Maybe?
I should have joined the army.
It's definitely him.
I am here. It is done. Your certainly.
I don't know why this doesn't work sometimes. Let's try resting and see what happens. If we can. I don't know if we can rest here. I think you can only rest in the overworld and in hotels, but I'm not sure. I don't know why it won't let me talk to him.
I should have joined the army.
Well, maybe that quest is just always broken. I actually don't know. We have 150 XP.
Yes, indeed.
Pretty good. go talk to Gorion. I think you can transfer saves between the old version and the enhanced edition, but I could be wrong. It would be nice if I could, so then when I get back to Iowa, I could play on the enhanced edition for you guys. I don't know. We'll see if that's possible.
Oh, my child.
See, that worked.
I'm glad I have found you.
Keep is well protected, but not invulnerable. I am ready to go.
Listen carefully. If we ever become separated, it is imperative that you make your way to the Friendly Arm Inn. There you will meet Khalid and Jahira. They have long been my friends, and you can trust them.
Fair enough.
Let's hurry, child. The night can only get worse, so we must find shelter soon. Don't worry. I will explain everything as soon as there is time. Wait, there is something wrong.
That was fast.
You're perceptive for an old man. You know why I'm here. Hand over your ward and no one will be hurt. If you resist, it shall be a waste of your life.
You're a fool if you believe I would trust your benevolence. Step aside and you and your lackeys will be unhurt.
I'm sorry that you feel that way, old man.
Uh-oh.
Run, child. Get out of here.
Trying my best. Come on, Gorion. You can do it. You can do it. He's doing a ton of damage. But he always dies.
The dawn is especially cruel this morning. You awake with the realization that you have not been living some horrible dream. Ambushed, you saw Gorion cut down before your eyes, and even his powerful magic could not stop the onslaught. It was his wish that you flee, but that does not remove the feeling of helplessness that now overwhelms you. Hand over your
Not completely
ward,
helpless.
the armored fiend had said. He was after you and you alone, but why? If only Gorion had given some clue. But now you are alone and lost. Candlekeep is near, but you will find no quarter there. The readers pay for their serenity with rather draconian entry rules, and without Gorion's influence, their doors will remain closed. You will not last long on your own with your meager equipment. Perhaps you can get some help from the friends Gorion mentioned, the ones at the Friendly Arm.
Luckily, there's a place nearby called the Friendly Arm.
Hey,
I am
it's
here.
me, Emmoen.
And Imoen's here.
Your concern?
I'm so sorry. You can tell her to fuck off, but... I think we're gonna stick together,
Yes, indeed.
since I am chaotic good and all. Okay, so yeah, that's the introduction, the long introduction to Baldur's Gate, and honestly, the rest of, well, not the rest of the game, obviously, but the game for a little while longer is going to be more like an introduction / tutorial thing, pretty much until we get to Baldur's Gate, really, is what it feels like. But for now, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'm looking forward to playing more. I think this game has a lot to offer. If you can just get used to some of the older parts. So yeah, I'm Nick Burnham, or Nostalgic One, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!